So the honour of kicking off the new Premier League 2 season goes to City's Floyd Samba. And it is genuinely a very exciting possibility for this incredible young group of players. The academy continues to produce some magnificent talent, and as one or two make their way to pastures new and others get promoted up to the first team, so the conveyor belt ticks along, and most of the team here have been regulars in the under-18 squad, so Ollie Rice as head coach is certainly a natural successor. Max Edgar Chabot, the goalkeeper, is a new signing. He only came to the club a few weeks ago, made his debut for the under-21s in the victory at Mansfield last week. Caden Braithwaite, one of those who has played regularly last season in the under-21s, as Chabot makes a really good low save actually. It was an awkward cross that bounced just in front of him. Guided back by Seb Lockhead. Wolves, of course, their first team, were relegated to the Championship last season. This was the low cross in. It was a good save actually by Chabot. Always difficult for a keeper when it bounces fractionally in front of him. But Chabot made a good parry, particularly to get enough power on it to get it away from his goal. Here's Kian Noble. City do love to play in the possession manner that the first team have become so accustomed to over the years. The long ball played by Noble was looking for Christian Dunbar-McDonnell, but it was just slightly overhit. Braithwaite comes across to try and stop the progress of Edozie. It's really nifty footwork, isn't it, by Braithwaite. Chabot with a little bit of time. Samba guides it back to him. There are two Sambas in the starting 11 today, Tyrone and Floyd, the sons of the former Blackburn Rovers and Aston Villa defender Chris Samba. Must be a very proud dad indeed. Here's Edozie again. Brings in G. Look at this footwork from Braithwaite. It is beautifully done, isn't it? He just lost Medina Gonzalez. Deals with a throw, White with it. Headed away by Henderson Hall. Lockhead trying to spread the play. Braithwaite saw the possibility, and City can come forward now with Samba. In the end, it was a good attempt to try and get it on target. City do take the lead. Kind of Midwood it was that just got the ball into the back of the net, just squeezed in under the goal out of virtually nothing really. The ball came in and all of a sudden it just went out to Midwood. It's a bit of a howler really for Alfie Arnold. To be absolutely honest with you, I thought he had it under control, was just glancing at my notes. Next thing I saw, the ball was in the net. Midwood was a little more aware of the possibility than I was. Well, that's a gift really from Alfie Arnold in the Wolverhampton Wanderers goal. No wonder the celebrations were so muted. Sometimes as a commentator, when you think a situation's under control, you just glance away, look at your notes, next thing you see, the ball's in the net. The replay told me why. Well, the cross came in. I mean, it was one of those from Dunbar McDonald that tests the keeper. I thought he had it under control. Next thing you know, Midwood has pushed it over the line. About to say that City ended last season with 10 victories in their last 12 games. A lot has changed, including the head coach. But, that is the perfect start to the new season. Kylan Midwood gives City a wonderful opening to the game. From, I'm not even sure you would say it was their first chance of the match. Underestimate how good the victory was last Wednesday, beating Mansfield Town of League One on their own patch. And the confidence that would have given them has clearly continued as Braithwaite puts in a low ball and City win their first corner. And you're just beginning to get the sense that the Blues are really exerting themselves here. Maybe Arnold in the Wolves goal atones to some degree with the push out of the boot. Little glance on and, well, Samba had a chance. Had a swing at it, but didn't quite connect as he would want to. Floyd Samba, that was. Weighed in with some useful goals last season, Floyd Samba. Before you've seen an infringement. Foul, I think, by Mange Angel. Well, just on the far side there, you can probably recognise there with the beard, Willie Caballero, who is part of the first team coaching staff, one-time City goalkeeper, of course. He's one of Enzo Maresca's trusty lieutenants. Just watching proceedings from the far side and probably pretty impressed with what he's witnessed in the opening few minutes here. Floyd Samba, oh, that's beautifully done. The cross, oh, just almost might have reached Midwood, it didn't quite. I think the goalkeeper might have got a little piece of it as well. There goes Samba, trying to bring in Henderson Hall. The referee says that's a foul by Matty Henderson Hall. Look at this ball in after the trickery that got him beyond the defender from Floyd Samba. Yeah, the goalkeeper did get a little piece of it. excellent skill as ever from the reliable Floyd Samba. And the Blues are looking once again for more goals. Oh, just beyond the post this time. Well, he's already got one goal, Kylan Midwood. He wasn't a million miles off grabbing a second there. The Blues opening up Wolves. Midwood just dragging it beyond the post. It's his Premier League 2 debut, Kylan Midwood. He was very successful with the under-18s last season, 26 appearances, 10 goals. Here goes Dunbar MacDonald. Just stopped in his tracks by G. Free kick to the visitors as Edozie takes a tumble. Here's White. There's no offside. Daniel Angel picks it up. Here's Edozie. Support from Zhu. Now Ji. Ji is South Korean, Zhu a Chinese under 21. Always an international feel to academy sides as the players get older. City very much in control of this. Just the one goal though. Real howler from the Wolves goalkeeper Arnold. A cross that he really ought to have held on to. Spilt it and Midwood tapped it over the line. Nice tidy football again from the Blues. Cleverly switching the play as well to Dunbar MacDonald. Parker linking the play, and was he caught? No. The referee says that was a fair challenge. The flick on from G. Oh, not a bad effort at all from Daniel Angel. Pushed away by Chabot. Well, he was chased by Noble, but he was still able to get his shot in. At the other end, Xavier Parker, just a little sort of Cruyff turn. The referee said no foul. Wolves have their first corner. So the Blues were in front early through Kylan Midwood. To be fair to Wolves, they've fought their way back in to a degree. Corner cleared though. Pressure on Okaduwa. Has to go back to Arnold in the Wolves goal. Blues thought that was their throw-in. Again, City winning the ball back confidently. Showing all the swagger that you would anticipate after that brilliant win at Mansfield Town. Ball in from Dunbar McDonald was aimed towards the run of Parker. And in the end, the referee says that's a foul by Samba and a free kick to Wolves. Again, really good football from the Blues. Look at that nutmeg once again by Floyd Samba. He is so easy on the eye. Away by Leaky Drake. Here's Arnold, who was atoned for that early error with a couple of good interventions after he gifted City the opening goal, or Midwood in particular. Samba's won it back for the Blues. He has support, but he decides to have a go, and that's the reason why he did. He has smashed it into the back of the net, Tyrone Samba. He won it, really. It was all of his own making, and the shot was absolutely sensational. Look at this. Fired into the corner of the net. Wonderful football from Tyrone Samba. And the Blues have a very different second goal to the first, and their grip on this contest is even firmer now. Wonderful goal from Tyrone Samba. 17 goal involvements he had last season for the under-18s. Well, those kind of numbers will surely be reflected for Ollie Rice's under-21s or the elite development squad, whichever way you like to refer them. So a goal in the 5th minute, a goal in the 18th, and the Blues well on their way, possibly, to an opening day win in Premier League 2. Well, Tyrone Samba is the older of the two Samba brothers. We've seen in this game so far wonderful skills from Floyd with a Cruyff turn and a nutmeg or two. Well, now we've seen Tyrone's wonderful prowess from distance with a sensational strike into the corner. Must be a very proud dad indeed, Chris Samba, to have two wonderful talents in Floyd and Tyrone, both on the playing park today. And here he is, Samba, Floyd Samba that is. Dunbar McDonald and then Henderson Hall. Neat and tidy from Harrison Miles. Braithwaite. Miles again. Noble. Braithwaite. So he's done well. Brings in Samba. Now Drake. Noble. Henderson Hall. Nice again from Miles. Swept out wide to Dunbar MacDonald. On to Samba. Tried another little nutmeg, did Samba. Sensible ball to Miles. To be fair, Wolves won it back well. Daniel Mangue Angel was outnumbered up front there. He may be the out ball for Wolves, but if no one comes to support him, he's going to be isolated. Here he is again. Mangue Angel. To be fair, City with some really good recovery runs, getting themselves back into position. White. It's a good tackle on Edozie. Nice little slaloming skills by Dunbar MacDonald. Henderson Hall. And now Samba. Just a little overhit by Braithwaite. Tyrone Samba couldn't take the ball in his stride. We talk about the changing nature of the academy teams. The important thing is that they keep producing players that, if they aren't going to make the first team here, that they make the first team of other sides across the country. A number of players have gone out on loan. The goalkeeper Spike Brits, for example, and Oliver Watmuff and Jack Wint have all gone out on loan, the goalkeepers. And then Christian McFarlane has gone to Leicester, Samuel to Exeter, Dada Maskell to Lamel in Belgium. Emilio Lawrence, a second loan spell at Luton Town, and Divine Mobama has gone to Southampton. Now, is that offside? The referee's seen an infringement, the flag is up. Midwood put it in, to be fair to him, but the flag was raised. Again, really good win back, wasn't it, by Tyrone Samba. Midwood did well to tuck it in, but because it ran away from Xavier Parker, it meant that he could be given offside, and Midwood indeed was flagged. We're just going through that list of players who are out on loan. And you might remember a couple of players from last season who were regulars, Regan Heskey and Matty Warhurst. Well, they have now moved on permanently to new clubs. And in the first team squad in recent weeks has been the likes of Ryan McAdoo, who I'm sure you caught with us on City Plus on the Far East tour of South Korea and Hong Kong, particularly the game in Hong Kong. But that is all part of the process. The vast majority of the players that you're watching wearing blue today are 17 and 18, one or two are even 16, and this is an under-21 division. Now the Blues have won it back again. Parker's just 16 and Midwood 18, but all of them played under Ollie Rice last season, when Ollie Rice was the under-18s coach. We must pay a wonderful compliment to Ben Wilkinson for his dedicated service to the academy, deciding to take an option to be a first-team coach at Derby County in the Championship, and we wish him well in that venture. Now the offside flag has stayed down here. City funneling back. And the shot goes harmlessly wide by Luke Rawlings. Good burst again by Daniel Mangue. And he waited for the right ball. Rawlings got under the shot. 20 minutes to half-time. So far, so very good for the young Blues. Miscontrol by Dunbar McDonald. He's frustrated with himself. Izzy Dozy. Wolves throw. Dozy briefly stayed down, but referee comes to check on his well-being. All is okay. Good tickling back by Samba, but Rawlings won it back for the visitors. Idozi with some good skill. And then he lost his footing at the vital moment. And the Blues maybe can build a counter. Oh, that's a fabulous ball out to Tyrone Samba. Trying to weave his magic down the side again. Just found himself surrounded though. And again the Blues hunting in packs. The referee says there's a foul by Floyd Samba and awards Wolves a free kick. So if you're just joining us live on City Plus, City's under-21s with their very first game of the season in the Premier League, that is. And they are 2-0 up already. Goals by Midwood and Tyrone Samba. Here's Miles. Noble. Referee gives a foul for the challenge on Miles by Idozi, and then says the Blues took it from the wrong place. Here is Miles. Now Noble. Drake helping it on to Samba. Good dribble again from Samba. And his brother Tyrone is in support. Miles sweeping it over to the opposite side to bring in Dunbar McDonald. Support from Henderson Hall. Here's Drake. Noble. Henderson Hall. The touch from Dunbar McDonald. Parker is fouled. Well, the Blues wanted to take that quickly, but G just stuck a boot out to stop it from happening. Henderson Hall to Dunbar McDonald. Back to Henderson Hall. And now Braithwaite. And now Drake. Samba. Braithwaite. Noble. Helped on by Dunbar McDonald. In by Henderson Hall. Parried away. City will get it back again. Henderson Hall. Now Miles. Samba trying to work a 1-2. And he's committed a foul. Free kick Wolves. And he's really disappointed with that decision. McDonald. Chested down confidently by Kean Noble. Drake trying to find Braithwaite. Goes out for a throw. McDonald. Dozy dispossessed him, and then Dunbar McDonald just had a piece of his shirt. It's a free kick to Wolves. A free gesturing that Dunbar McDonald just pulled the shirt of Dozy. And from my angle, I think that was a fair enough call. Last season the Blues were unbeaten here at the Joy Stadium until the very last game of the campaign, when they were beaten at home by Manchester United in the semi-final of the playoffs. They are so good here. Their record in recent seasons has been very good. That shot dragged wide by the skipper Rawlings. Wolves skipper Rawlings. Here's the City skipper Noble. Samba. Off he goes again. Xavier Parker in support of him. Goes back to Braithwaite instead. Dunbar McDonald on towards Samba. Here's Henderson Hall. Noble. Tyrone Samba. Braithwaite with a good burst. And he's so annoyed with himself. You could hear it, couldn't you, from the other side of the ground? Yelp of enormous annoyance with himself. It was a great burst forward from the advancing fullback position. Braithwaite got to the byline but just miscued, and then you could hear the groan of disappointment as it went behind the net. The game's not over at 2-0. City can ill afford to be complacent, but they are in a good position. Just to reiterate, they play 10 games at home and 10 away in the regular season. And this group of players will also take part in the Football League Trophy, a game against Mansfield that they've already won in that group. Also take part in the UEFA Youth League when that gets off and running, and then later in the year the Premier League International Cup. So wonderful fixture list in front of these young men. European opponents and domestic ones as well. And this is game 2 of the season, but game 1 of the Premier League 2 campaign. At the moment, the Blues are on course for victories back-to-back. Here's Dunbar McDonald. Support from Parker. And then Miles. And then Braithwaite. And Samba's onside here. but couldn't find his way past Rawlings, and the goalkeeper Arnold gratefully flops his body on top of it. Drake with the header. Henderson Hall retrieves. Now Noble. Braithwaite. Samba. Tyrone Samba. Floyd was close by, his brother. Awkward one for Noble, did well. Now Miles. Knitting things together from the central midfield berth. Brings in Henderson Hall, and it goes nicely into the path of Dunbar MacDonald. A low ball in, aimed towards Midwood. And City have another corner. Great play by Kean Noble, just joining in the party. Bringing in Dunbar MacDonald, and it was a good clearance by Seb Lockhead for the corner. 8 minutes to half-time here at the Joy Stadium, and the Blues under-21s or elite development squad lead by 2-0, as he normally is. Like a push on the near post, the referee didn't agree. Push that was by Braithwaite rather than anyone wearing gold. Rice not giving anything away, but I imagine he'll be pretty pleased with the way things have gone. Not to imagine that he's anything other than satisfied. But like all City's coaches, he strives for perfection. Forward by Braithwaite. Up towards Samba. Can he keep it in play? Yes, he can. Trying to tease his way past Miles Damon, the right back. And in the end, the Wolves do get possession, but not for very long. Here's Dunbar MacDonald. Now Floyd Samba. Braithwaite. Samba. Knocked on by Miles. Here's Noble. Brings in Samba. Oh, now was he brought down? Yes, he was. City penalty. Tyrone Samba upended by Shubin, and the referee points to the spot. Chinese under 18 penalised, and City have a penalty. Well, we're just completing the 40th minute, and Floyd Samba has the opportunity to make it 3-0 here. Goalkeeper trying to put him off, Alfie Arnold. But he doesn't succeed because Floyd Samba has done the cheeky Panenka penalty. Well, when it works, there is no more beautiful sight. Look at that. The little dink over a falling goalkeeper. Beautifully done. No wonder he celebrates in style. City lead 3-0, and that is a quite delightful penalty. Arrogance or genius? Well, I like to say it's the latter. Some of the greatest players we've ever seen have tried that over the years. I remember the great Sergio Aguero trying it in one of his last games at the club. It didn't come off for him, but it did for Floyd Samba. Well, we're 4 minutes from half-time. And you begin to think to yourself that maybe the Blues perhaps are on course to repeat last year's result against Wolves when they won 6-0. Different set of players. At the moment, a similar outcome. Here's one of the scorers already in Tyrone Samba, right across the face of the goal, aimed towards Midwood. And it goes out for another City corner off Lockhead. Here's Miles. Noble. Good tackle by Noble in the end. Wolves have a throw. Lockhead, White, another good tackle by Samba. When he's won it again, and he'll keep it in play. Tries to find Midwood. City hunting a fourth there. Very nearly getting it. That's a foul on Noble. Forward goes Parker, Midwood, super football. Oh, unlucky. That is a brilliant combination between Parker and Midwood. It would have been a picture book goal. Look at the exchange of passes between the two. In reality, it deserved a goal. And it is a great pity that it didn't manage to yield one. Lovely play, lovely understanding, wasn't it? The give and go twice between Parker and Midwood. Super play. Would have been a wonderful goal. No ball back to Chabot. He did have a couple of important interventions earlier in the piece, I think when it was 0-0. White, Edozie. The tackle by Floyd Samba. Shubin winning it back for Wolves at the expense of a throw. Just looking down at the fourth official to see how much added time there may be. Remember any injuries? 2 minutes is the signal. Here's Braithwaite as we enter added time. Dunbar MacDonald kept it in well. Saw the run of Henderson Hall. Wolves throw. Do stay with us at half-time. We've got highlights of the dramatic victory for the first team yesterday in Enzo Maresca's first match against Bournemouth. And we've got some wonderful highlights of our under-18s in their mini derby win against United. And also some season predictions from some of our Matchday Live regulars as Tyrone Samba prods it in. Offside. Midwood was in an offside position as he helped it over the line. I wonder if Tyrone Samba's effort had gone straight in without Midwood's touch, whether it might have been 4-0. We'll never know. Stays at 3. Second of 2 added minutes. Helped on to Floyd Samba. Now Henderson Hall. And again. Drake. Noble. Quick glance at the watch by the referee. I think he's about to blow. Well, he's letting the play go as the ball was heading towards Parker. And there's a yellow card. I think he brandished a yellow to Braithwaite there. Well, he was about to blow for half-time, the referee. In the end, he's awarded a free kick and brandished a yellow card. Well, maybe it was Miles, not Braithwaite. Either way, it's a booking. Well, the referee was about to blow his whistle for half-time, and now he does. If you hadn't been watching us in the first half, City have gone into a 3-0 lead. Goals from Midwood, who's now gone off, Samba, that's Tyrone Samba, and Floyd Samba, Samba's brother, who scored a beautiful little Panenka penalty, and the Blues very much in control. And at half-time they've made a change, and Brooklyn Mfonku is normally a right-back, and that's indeed where he's gone. I'm just trying to see, I think it might be Xavier Parker that's gone to centre-forward. And there's been a switch of wings, so it's Dunbar McDonald down the left-hand side. And Henderson Hall down the right. Let's see how that unfolds. There's Floyd Samba. Henderson Hall. Great ball, Xavier Parker clips the outside of the post. Well, he's been pushed into centre-forward position, and he's very nearly scored. Just hits the outside of the post. Didn't quite get the contact he was after, not by much, but enough that it allowed it to clip the outside of the post with the goalkeeper beaten. And City have literally picked off where they left off because they were creating chances before the half-time whistle was sounded. There's Miles. Now Drake. Now Braithwaite. And to work a 1-2. Didn't quite come off, and in the end it's a Wolves throw. Miles. Noble. Drake. Samba, it's a good tackle. Miles spreads it over to this near side to Dunbar McDonald. Now Floyd Samba. Sorry, that was Tyrone, I beg his pardon. On it goes to Henderson Hall. That's Floyd Samba now. Confident football from the Blues at the start of the second half, and almost opened up for Floyd Samba. And it bounced off Mfonku. Goes out for a City throw. Noble. Miles. Tried to release Parker. Mfonku. It's a good turn. I think he was fouled. The referee takes my view. Miles. Brings in Dunbar MacDonald. Trying to weave his way into the box. Brings in Braithwaite. Dunbar MacDonald. Braithwaite. Dunbar MacDonald. Miles. It's good football. Now Floyd Samba. That's good football as well. Breaks for Braithwaite. Now Dunbar MacDonald. And now Tyrone Samba. Miles, Floyd Samba. Slick football from the City. Oh, such a delight to behold, aren't they? You can see the work that they do on the training ground with the little touch and pass and the crispness with which they move the ball around. Here's Braithwaite. Tyrone Samba. Dunbar MacDonald. Parker. Miles. Good effort. Whistles by the near post. Harrison Miles scored a couple of goals in his younger days. Not a regular scorer by any means, but hunting a goal on his Premier League 2 debut. You do get the sense there are more opportunities here for the Blues to add to the scoreline. Here's Dunbar MacDonald. Oh, that's a brilliant piece of wing play. Miles Damon held his shirt, deserves a booking, and he should get one. Referee indeed has gone to the pocket, and Miles Damon goes into the notebook. Held him twice, actually, Damon. So a free kick to City, who've continued their dominance in the opening 7 minutes or so of the second period. Here's Dunbar MacDonald. Tyrone Samba. Dunbar MacDonald looking for Braithwaite. Cleared by Rawlings. One back by Leaky Drake. Rawlings pumping it forward, headed away by Mfonku. Foul by Miles, taken quickly. And City win it back, as they've done so often within seconds of Wolves being in possession. Here's Miles. Looks up and sees the bigger picture. Mfonku. Braithwaite. Good ball. Headed away by White. And a foul by Mfonku. And it's hard to see a way back into this game for the visitors, so maybe City are thinking of their goal difference even on the opening day of the season. You never know how pivotal it may prove. Damon. Support from Gonzalez. Here he is again. Enzo Medina Gonzalez, but there's no way through that way. City can come away on the counter. Denbar McDonald. Oh, and it'll break. Tyrone Samba. Working an angle and on towards Xavier Parker. And the goal stands. Well, the Wolves players looked up to see if there was a flag. The City players did the same. There wasn't. And Xavier Parker makes it 4-0. Well, after the ball goes into the back of the net, both sets of players are looking to see if there was a problem with this goal. The answer, no. And Xavier Parker has given City a 4th goal at a time when they were absolutely in the ascendancy. Well, he's been pushed into the centre-forward position, and he has very quickly rewarded that faith with a goal. And inside 55 minutes, City are on course for a very handsome victory. A change for the visitors. Ballard Matthews is coming on, and Enzo Medina Gonzalez has come off, or is about to. Well, there's 35 minutes to go here. City beat Wolves 6-0 last campaign. You would not rule out them perhaps even bettering that scoreline. Such has been their level of dominance. Floyd Samba tried to release Denbar McDonald. Won back by Tyrone Samba. It's a Wolves throw. Braithwaite thinks it's the other way. City get it back with Parker. Now Miles. Noble. Henderson Hall. Floyd Samba. Good ball. City tiptoeing their way into a good position, but Miles' cross aimed towards Parker is cleared. Drake. Strong defensive play, and it needed to be, as Daniel Mangue Angel was putting his weight about. Here's Tyrone Samba. Now Harrison Miles gets it back from Noble, who then helps it on to Drake. Henderson Hall, Miles. Gave it away though to Damon. Free kick to the visitors. U21's next play on Friday evening away at Nottingham Forest. And then they have a Manchester derby against United on Saturday the 12th of September. Indeed, that's Manchester derby weekend because the first teams are playing each other at Old Trafford. Now here's Braithwaite on towards Parker. That's well defended and it'll be a goal kick. Incidentally, the draw for the UEFA Youth League is effectively the draw for the UEFA Champions League, and City will find out their Champions League opponents on Thursday evening. I think it's 5 o'clock UK time, the draw for the Champions League phase. And of course, the UEFA Youth League mirrors the fixtures of the Champions League, or at least the first 6 of them anyway. So this group of youngsters will find out who their European opponents will be later this week. And of course, all the details of the UEFA Champions League draw, and indeed when the fixtures are going to be, will be available for you on the City website, probably Friday afternoon. It takes UEFA normally about 24 hours to work out who's playing when and at what time. On the same day that the first team play, the UEFA Youth League will see this group of players in action in that competition. Here's Dunbar MacDonald hoping to maybe grab a goal, and it takes a deflection and goes out for a corner, which is the first of the second half. Just took a ricochet off Emilio Ballard-Matthews. So an hour gone here at the Joy Stadium, live on City Plus. Our first Premier League 2 game of the new season. We'll endeavour to get as many live games as possible from the academy teams this season, as we did last. Extensive coverage of the under-18s as well, and, well, Tyrone Samba, who was part of the under-18s last campaign, almost grabbing another as an under-21. And it was well saved by Alfie Arnold in the goal. And we brought you something like 70 live matches last season. All these wonderful players on view. The likes of Tyrone Samba, who almost grabbed his second of the game now. Here's Braithwaite. Miles, Drake, Braithwaite, Drake, and again Braithwaite, again opting for the switch. Henderson Hall looking for Mfonku, clipped away by Rawlings at the expense of a throw. Here's Braithwaite. Tyrone Samba. Braithwaite. Hopped on to Dunbar MacDonald, who tried to find Tyrone Samba, and he did well. So too Xavier Parker. Now Dunbar MacDonald again. A crunching tackle by Shubin. Miles. Drake. Miles again. And Mfonku. It's a good 1-2. And Mfonku can drive forward. Brings in Henderson Hall, and now Miles. Sensibly out to Braithwaite on this near side. Dunbar MacDonald. Floyd Samba. Oh, it's a short one this time. And Wolves looking to counter. twice, Noble got his heels in the way. Here's Floyd Samba. Brooklyn and Fonku. Matty Henderson-Hall. Again, it's neat and tidy from Harrison Miles. He goes back to Okoduwa. Now Lockhead. Good tackle by Miles. Did he get it back? Referee says foul by Miles. And you can see activity on the sideline, including Femi Fapatu, who is a central defensive midfield player. And he's taking the place of Harrison Miles, who is in that position, but on a yellow card, so that makes complete sense. The visitors also making changes. Dapo Anonlupo is coming on. And so too is Finn Ashworth. Tomidozi making way. So changes for both teams. Edozie and Zhu have come off, replaced by Anonlopo and Ashworth. Still 26 minutes to go. The outcome of the game is not in any kind of suspicion. But, the question is, as the offside flag is raised, how many goals might City end with today? Midwood, Floyd Samba, Tyrone Samba and Xavier Parker all on target within 54 minutes. It's been 11 minutes since the Blues have scored. Good play by Wolves, trying to craft their first opening of the game. Finn Ashworth with a cross. Another play. Here's Braithwaite. Now Drake. Dunbar McDonald. Braithwaite. Good ball, Parker. Fapatu. Braithwaite. Fapatu. Noble. Fapatu once more. Very quickly up to speed, the City substitute. Noble. Henderson-Hall. Noble. Fapatu. Braithwaite. Dunbar McDonald. Braithwaite. Lovely possession football from City. Here's Dunbar McDonald. Support from Tyrone Samba. Couldn't find a way through. Here's Noble to start City off again. Now Drake. Braithwaite. Well, possession seems a little more even than the scoreline, doesn't it? Attempts on and off target give you a much more accurate picture, as does the corner count. Here's Braithwaite. Now Drake. Braithwaite. It's a good ball. Here's Henderson Hall, just over the head of Parker. That's a foul and a free kick to the visitors. .21 minutes to go. Well, we know City are up 4-0 and heading for the points, that's for sure. I think they'll want this game to just fizzle out, though. I think they'll be keen to add more, and certainly even more keen to ensure they get a clean sheet as Wolves try to craft something. Away by Noble, picked up by Mfonku, support from Henderson Hall. Fapetu, Noble, Fapetu. That is fabulous football from City. Here's Braithwaite. The way they got themselves out of trouble was exquisite. Now Dunbar MacDonald. Took a whack on the back of the leg there, Dunbar MacDonald. Doesn't look completely free of his problem. Here's Fapetu. Now Floyd Samba. Now Henderson Hall. It's a good turn away by Mfonku. Cross isn't bad either, just beyond Xavier Parker. And the corner has been prevented. City throw with less than 20 minutes remaining. Braithwaite. Fapetu. Floyd Samba. Mfonku. Henderson Hall. Floyd Samba. That's a goal kick. Give Wolves some credit. They've continued to compete as best they can against clearly a superior opponent. And they're looking to at least get themselves something from the game. Here's Daniel Mange Angel. Shot cannoning off the back of Drake. Tyrone Samba. Dunbar MacDonald, Braithwaite, Noble, Henderson Hall. Mfonku, now Braithwaite. Dunbar MacDonald. Braithwaite. Noble, Henderson Hall. Two Samba brothers involved. Now Fapetu. Henderson Hall. And Fonku. Henderson Hall. Wolves win it back again. 17 minutes to play. Tyrone Samba. Parker. And again. Braithwaite. Fapatu. Floyd Samba. Henderson Hall now. It's good football. Mfonku, that's cool, unlucky. Tried to find Parker. And he very nearly did. He kicked to Wolves. Can see another substitution. Charlie Cortman is about to come on. Wolves have taken the free kick though, so Cortman will have to wait just a little longer. Now Floyd Samba's been penalised for a foul, and here comes that change. So Cortman will take the place of Henderson Hall. Henderson Hall's just gone off on the far side, the nearest route. Quarter of an hour to go. Watching our live coverage on City Plus of City's under-21s, the elite development squad, in their opening game of the new Premier League 2 season. And as you can see from the statistic at the top left of your picture, it has been a really impressive night. They got 4 against Mansfield Town in the EFL Trophy on Wednesday against the League One outfit. And now they are seeing off Wolves in the Premier League opening fixture. Premier League 2 opening fixture. Couple of weeks in. So far, so very, very good for the young Blues. And their new head coach, Ollie Rice. Tyrone Samba. Foul by him. Dua, Lockhead. Here's Braithwaite. And again. Drake, Braithwaite. Tyrone Samba. Dunbar McDonald. Gorman and Tevenon are about to come on for City, just below. Nice skills from Braithwaite. Beautifully done. Now Tyrone Samba. Support from Fapatu. Noble. And Fonku. Floyd Samba. Braithwaite. Tyrone Samba. Another City corner, which will allow the chance for the double change. Finlay Gorman and Oliver Tevenon coming on. First player to make way is Caden Braithwaite. A good night's work for Caden Braithwaite. And Floyd Samba, well, how impressive has he been this evening? Brilliant individual display from Floyd Samba, and a cheeky Panenka penalty just before half-time. So Gorman and Tevenon mean all the outfield substitutes have got a piece of the action, and there's still 11 minutes to play here. City hunting more, maybe. Tyrone Samba. Kian Noble. Now Tyrone Samba. Fapatu. Helped on by Noble. Samba. Tried to find Parker. Well intended, if not accurately executed. Flags up. Offside against Mange Angel. Tevenon. Helped on by Dunbar McDonald. Fapatu. Noble. Gorman. Good ball out to Mfonku. Gorman. Dunbar McDonald. Tyrone Samba, Dunbar McDonald. Fapatu. And Fonku. Noble. Gorman. Dunbar McDonald. On target. Goalkeeper solidly behind it. And bowling it out to Ballard Matthews. That's a foul by Tevenon. Just the one goal so far in the second half. Scored by Xavier Parker. Certainly have had more opportunities to add to the 3 that they bagged in the first 45 minutes, but I think once that 4th goal had gone in the 54th minute, they kind of decreased their intensity, understandably. It's a clean win by Fapatu. Parker, Dunbar MacDonald. Fapatu. Noble. Fapatu. Dunbar MacDonald. Tevenin. Drake. Noble. Noble always enjoys joining in, and he did do that. Still involved. Fapatu. Dunbar MacDonald. Tevenin. Noble. No foul. Wolves trying to mount some sort of counter-attack. Tevenin with a sliding challenge. Dunbar MacDonald away. It's a good run. It's a lovely run. It's actually a really good tackle by Jimin Kyu. Referee stops the play because there's a flag up on this near side. Gorman. Tevenin. Fapatu. Noble. And Fonku. Lofted ball aimed towards Parker. Gorman. Noble. Fapatu. Tevenin. Drake. Tevenin. Dunbar MacDonald. Drake gets it back from Tyrone Samba. Fapatu. Finds Mfonku with a delightful ball. Here is Fapatu. Now Tevenin. Tyrone Samba. Femi Fapatu. Samba again. Dunbar McDonald, Tevenon, Dunbar McDonald. Samba, Parker, Samba, Parker again. Fapatu. Just tried to drive it into Gorman. Not an easy ball for Gorman to take. We're into the last 2 minutes here. And another ruthless night for City. They won 4-1 at Mansfield in the EFL Trophy on Wednesday night, led 4-0. Mansfield of League One pulled one back with moments remaining. Blues with 4 more goals tonight in their opening match of Premier League 2. It is a real statement of intent in both competitions. Slammed away by Arnold. Goes out for a City throw. They've been in control of this game for such a long time, City. The scoreline does not flatter them in any way. When their intensity was present and they were making sure the game was won in the first half, the football was devastating as well as easy on the eye. There's been some lovely football in the second half as well, another 3 minutes of it before full time. Just the one goal to show for it. Here's Fapatu. Can City mount one more attack before this game is over? Gorman. It's a good ball. Dunbar McDonald. An easy dribble across the face of the goal and City win a corner. Lovely footwork again from Dunbar McDonald. So unlucky not to find Parker for what would have been a deserved fifth. Had a good night, hasn't he? Christian Dunbar McDonald. He's tried to slip it into the path of Tyrone Samba, who puts up his thumb of approval for the attempt at the pass, if not quite the execution of it. We're into the final moments of the game now. A game that has long since been over as a contest. 3 wonderful first half goals and then a 4th early in the second period. In some ways, City declared at 4. Just dropped their intensity, which is completely understandable. Look at the watch from the referee. And there is the final whistle. Well, an absolutely wonderful, clinical and impressive display from Ollie Rice's under-21s. 3 up at half, Tyrone Samba and Floyd Samba with a penalty. And just to make sure the game was completely over, they added a 4 through Xavier Parker early in the second half. 4 goals in their opening match in the EFL Trophy, saw off Mansfield on Wednesday. And now here at the Joy Stadium in their opening game.